Hey guys, it's Patrick at Trick9 Fitness, and I'm going to talk about tempo. Now, tempo is communicated through a notation of usually 4 numbers. Sometimes there's a letter in there. The only letter that I know of that they use is an X to symbolize that you're supposed to be doing that in an explosive, fast motion, as fast as you can, as explosively, as powerfully as you can. Otherwise, there's numbers indicating how many seconds you're supposed to be doing that part of the exercise. So there's classically 4 numbers, 4 variables, which we can specify through tempo notation. The eccentric, the hold, the concentric, and the hold. The eccentric, for some reason we start with that one. The eccentric means the elongation of the muscle. So that's the eccentric exercise. The concentric is, the classic lift portion of the muscle. You're contracting the muscle, concentric, elongating the muscle, eccentric. In a classic squat, for example, the eccentric is going down, the elongation of the muscles, the lowering part of the lift. So we're going, let's say we got a 4-4-4-4 tempo. 4 4s, all in a row. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go through what your first week of tempos, the progression will most likely be. We're going to start off, I'm just going to pick one exercise. Scaptions. Regular old scaptions. Stand up tall, shoulders back, straight arms coming up into a scaption. Right there it is. When we're talking about tempo, I'm going to stick with some simplicities here. I'm going to go for a 4-4, a 2-2, 1-1, and a half-half. And all that means is the eccentric and the concentric are respectively 4 seconds and 4 seconds with 0 hold time. I'm just not mentioning the hold. Sometimes the notation will have zeros or other numbers in there if you're supposed to hold it. It's going to be 2 counts of, well, it's a full 16 seconds. I like to go by counts of 8. If you're musically inclined, that's a measure of music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like to do it that way. That way, if you're working out along with music, it really flows. So we're going to do scaptions. I'm going to start with a 4-4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving on to 2-2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving on to 1-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving on to half-half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And by the end, whew, should be feeling the burn. You can always tack on another measure of 8 at the end to get that extra oomph if it's not quite enough for you. So that's, the basics of tempo. The first week I might introduce them into your program. We'd go through it, basically like that. Probably not a whole lot of holds. Although, if you saw 4 numbers in a row, there's a hold in there. If you see an X in there, there's an explosive movement in there. Like for push-ups, I might ask you to do, a 4-count eccentric. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then explosive. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So I'm just, explosively going as fast as I can. And that's an example using scaptions, but I think I've programmed them into the first week of tempo work with push-ups. And I just don't feel like getting on the floor right now. So that's a basic rundown of tempo as it might be introduced the first time you see it in your program. See you next time at Trick9 Fitness.